Patricia aka Tata wake no mko vipi? How have you been? Thank you so much for tuning in again. So yeah, and thank you guys for continuing to subscribe on my YouTube channel. Barikiweni sana sana sana. So I don't know, how have you been? I've been good. Niko sawa kabisa. I've been very nice. And so today I want to share with you. By the way, if you hear people that stay in the village, when you brought from Kenya and maybe you were dating with your partner, and then you umeletwa from Nairobi, then you land in the village. Yeah, let me tell you, that can be one of the most difficult time here, né? Because most of these villages here, they don't have, most of the people here drive in those villages. Yeah, it's not like us in Gishagi, less people drive. Here in villages, most people drive because there are not enough buses. It's not like there's no enough buses, but like the bus comes once after every 1 hour. Yeah, and those buses, when they come after every 1 hour, and by the way, do you know here the buses and the trains and everything, what did I want to say? So here the buses and the trains, they go with time. It's not like in Kenya. Here, if a bus in your village reach in your bus stop at 15:45 and 15:47 in a Kora, that is when it goes. Even if you come running, it will not stop. It is time, the bus driver says, it is my time to leave. 14:47, he's gone. He does not wait. It's not like Kenya, like where I come from Kenya. You can be even the driver can be told reverse, and you be pulled. So that is not the situation here. So in the villages, the buses don't come very often because everybody, so you can imagine. So this is what happened to me when I was pregnant. As I've told you, most of that time my husband used to go like from Monday. He comes again in weekend when he's come, he's busy with the office job. He finishes up, prepare for the next week when he's going to go. So it was only on Saturdays when we had time to go for shopping with him, because me, I never knew how to use the buses. I never knew how to use the train. So you can imagine, I had only Saturday with him to do the shopping. So mostly when Friday he come, we would go for time for us. We go for go for a dinner, like that. Sometimes he's so tired, he doesn't, we don't go. I cook in the house. So Saturday we have only some few hours. We go for shopping. And so tata wake no alikaa hivi akasema, this is not the life I want. I cannot be waiting for this man to come only on Saturday. We do the shopping, and then what do I do? And remember, at that time, every Sunday, because he was leaving Sunday in the evening, when he leaves, he would leave me with money, pocket money, just in case. And the pocket money he would leave me with, it was like Kenyan shilling 10,000 every Sunday. Yeah? But when he comes the next week, I've not used the money because I don't know even where those big shops are. Everything else, the bread, the kila kitu, it is bought. So I had everything in the house. But I decided, I cannot be doing that. And one thing that was really disturbing me, because I really wanted to venture and know the town very well. It was, because I wanted really to know how to be sending money back home. That was my biggest aim. And so most of the time, my husband used to do it. But I never knew how I can do it alone and go to that town, because we go with the car, heavy. He sends the money and we come back. So me, I could see that if this money, I can utilize it and know how to use it, I'll be able to be saving a little bit. I even sent more. the Kikuyu in me. So I stayed. So here in Germany, they have like every weekend we get such small, booklets with so many shops showing you what they are selling. We have those ones for food, for clothes and everything. And now I wanted to start, buying clothes for my daughter. That time I was pregnant. So I wanted to do extra shopping, because when you go with these men, they are not patient enough even to wait. She says, he would tell me, yeah, just buy a little bit next Saturday, we are coming, we still have long time. But when you go alone as a woman, you will spend a lot of time and look for the best. You have time to choose and all that. So I decided and I calculated, I said no. And remember, this 10,000 I'm being left. If he comes and finds that I've not used the money, the next time he's not going to leave the money. But if he finds that I've spent the money, then, because I remember sometimes I would go swimming, we would go with another woman, we would go shopping, and I will still get the money. So I saw, if I use, I get. If I don't use, I don't get more. So I decided, no, this cannot continue. Not with the Tatawake, no. Tatawake, no, it cannot be like that. Because I wanted to look for how to spend, so that in the spending, if I say I went to the shops and bought this, then I'll be able to put a little bit aside. I can be sending home now, naongezea what is being sent to me, for my family. So this is where all the bus drivers in that village knew Tatawake, no. Let me tell you, I became a bother to those drivers until to the last minute. Every bus driver in that village was willing to help me fry, ile wakipenda, if they like it or they don't know, because they knew if I go. And let me tell you, the bus drivers here, some of them are not some of them, mostly the village, they have time, because the bus comes early, like 10 minutes, and then at the end of it, there are days I was the only one, going with that bus. There's nobody else. There was no other customer, so it's me and the driver, because and I took advantage of that. That is how I learned to go to these shops. So I would, I would get the, the newspapers, or those are small brochures. They come with about food, clothes, shop clothes. And if I would see something good, then I would go with that paper and ask the driver, I want to go to these shops. Now you can imagine the driver trying to explain to me, because him is only a driver and the shops are another, other way. But maybe sometimes it's somewhere I need to connect, because here you can connect from bus. You go, the bus put you in a train station. You take the train, you go 2 steps, and then now you're in there. You find yourself in the mall. Hey. So the first time I went, the driver was like, no, I don't know how you can reach there. And I had a lot of them. I had like 4 of them. If he says he doesn't know this one, I asked, what about this one? He says, yeah, this one you can go with bus. So I went the first one with the bus. And I started shopping. Let me tell you, when my husband came, and on weekend I told him the 10,000 is there. I said, how? I said, I used the bus. Why? And I would see he was not that, to him he would have wanted that I continue staying in the house. But that is not me. I have to know how to survive. Did I come here in Europe to stay in the house? So me, I knew I needed all these things. And so he would come and I tell him, you know what? I even saw where you can buy this and this. He doesn't even know. But maybe, I've changamkiad these dukas, all the shops, and I know where it is. And let me tell you, in that village, all the bus drivers, I think they went and sat somewhere and they say, have you carried this, African girl who comes, who come with all these newspapers asking where is the shop and everything. And let me tell you, the worst thing was when you have a driver who doesn't understand Kizungu English. Let me tell you, that was difficult. It was difficult because you try to talk with them, other language they don't understand, they don't get. So you're like there, I'm like, God, how do I go about it? I cannot, I am not, But at the end of it, I think they went and sat and decided, let us help this girl, because they knew my husband, was, most of the time away for work. And, the whole village decided to, to support this African girl. And so I would go with my paper. And so one driver who was very, very friendly, if the bus there, they don't have a lot of people. So he would tell me to sit here in front. Yeah. So he can, because he knows I have all this, my newspaper, and he will say, this one I know where, this one I don't know. And that is how I learned. Yeah. So I want to tell you, if you're here in Germany, you knew. Don't just sit there and assume somebody will come to and hold your hand and bring you everywhere. Some of these things you have to struggle, mostly if you're staying in the village. And you can imagine through this, the bus drivers, I learned how even to connect those trains, because sometimes they will tell you, I will drop you here. Then there is a bus that is coming the other side. You go pick that bus, and then he would write me. And you stop these 3 stops. And the good thing with these buses, yeah, here, they even write here, there, on top. They write the next stop you're coming. So he would write for me, you go 3 stops. You hear this name, because they say the next stop, if you want to stop there, you ring a bell. They have a bell. When you're seated, you just don't need to say, driver, stop there. There's it writes on top there, the drivers, near the driver, the next stop. So the driver would write me, you go 3 stops, and at that stop, with this name, it is where you come out. And you go the other side, there's a bus number, and all the buses have numbers, even the train. Everything, even if you enter in internet like today, I want to go to there, it will tell me, you can connect with this bus, you go take the next train, this train number, in this positioned in, they are positioned in what we call here, Gleis. I think I will one day do that video when I'm in Munich. You see the trains have even Gleis, so that you can see, you take bus number L47, you stop in that stop, it will write. You get out, you go take the next bus. It has also its number, because it's going a different route. Yeah. So you go, you reach the stop that you're supposed to go. You go to the train station and you take the train, this number, and you will reach where you're going. It is as simple as that. And if you're coming back, it is the same routine. So when they see me coming back with so many bags, they would be so happy. Oh, you got where we told you. How did you get it? And now within some few months, I was able to go alone. I was not waiting for my husband Saturday to come and take me. If he'd come here, I would tell him, just give me the money. I will go shopping alone in the week when, I have time. The only thing he would help me is, shopping, food shopping and all that. So in the week, I'm sorted. But if I need to go buy things for the baby, the clothes and all that, shoes for myself and everything, I would not wait for him anymore. And it's only because I decided not to sit in the house. And I used what was available. This kind of booklets, if you're in Germany, they are everywhere. They are brought mostly it is come every Wednesday and every Saturday. Friday, so you see Saturday. Then from the Saturday one, you will see what is coming next week. So you can be able to do shopping very easily. These are tips that I'm giving you so that you don't sit there, you're new. And sometimes these wazungus, they are not also easy. Sometimes for him, it is good when you're in the village and you cannot go shopping, because you can imagine the many months he used to leave me with this 10,000 and I would not spend. So he would save money. By the time Tata Wake knew how to go to town alone, I would not even cook in the house. It was me with my pregnant, long, very heavy, and I go do shopping and I come with my bags, and the bus drivers, they all knew me. The whole village knew me. Because I was the only dark person at that moment. So you can imagine. And Let me tell you, sometimes they help you, it's not because they want, because they don't have another choice. Because you will come next day and the next day and the next day. And to make their life easy, because they don't want you to be putting all these newspapers. Sometimes I would have many and I put them there. You know, this one, no. The other one, no. The other one, no. And that is how I learned to do shopping in the village alone. These days, you know, I've done driving, and so it's easy. I drive. But you can imagine when you knew, you need to get all this strategy. So don't sit there and say, I cannot do this, I can do. Just try all methods so that you can find yourself enjoying your life in Germany if you're here new. So that was it from your girl Patricia, aka Tata Wakeno. Until next time, God bless you, and thank you for continuing to subscribe on my YouTube channel. Barikiweni sana. I cannot have better words to say. Thank you, thank you,